Alright guys, so there was a big interview with Nikita and a Russian streamer. In these kind of Russian interview, they do a lot of in-depth interview rather than the podcast or the English version interview. I've covered it already a couple of times in YouTube. And yeah, there's pretty interesting stuff such as PVE development. Furthermore, how many players of PVE are playing right now at peak number, or Nikita Voiceline will be purchasable, or the endings will be bad endings. The most of the people who are about to pay 500 million or 40 bitcoins will be the worst and easiest bad endings, or anti-cheat talks or the collabs they're gonna do later. I checked out the interview, but it's in Russian, so I couldn't translate it myself. With the help of some Slavic dudes in the chat, or the things that I can gather from the YouTube subtitles, and also lastly, utilizing some tools that we have in internet, we try to summarize it. Right now, I'm playing the game 24/7 to reach the ending, and then show you guys or share you guys whatever the info as much as possible. I think it will be very interesting info and topic. Do check out the full video and like the related contents that you can see from the tools. Okay, this is the tool I'm using from internet. I put in the whole interview into this tool, and then it summarized what kind of topics that they are talking about with a diagram or some images. Anyways, do check out the full video. Thank you. Escape from Tarkov post-release and future plans. Release experience and outcome. This part I don't really care. I'm gonna skip it. Community and feedback. This would be fun to check out, but I'm too busy for it, so I'm gonna skip it. PvE mode development, I'm really interested in this one. Planned as a separate and non-server dependent theme post-release. Wanted to release earlier to heat up the interest, help to retain PvP players struggling with pressure. Current status. Peak 144K players, Russian segment recently. What does Russian segment mean? Lack of servers due to one PvE server often hosting one player. Overkill for resources. Yeah, that's what I was thinking all the time. Why would you like land the whole server for one guy? PvE future plans. that kind of explains why we need to pay additional fee for that. I think that's also the reason why at the start there was like PvE players were meeting each other, or some other player was killing another PvE player. PvE future plans. Idea to allow PvE players to team up without PvP. So PvE co-op queuing or something like that. Possible separate Pristige system due to high demand, considering adding more cutscenes and single player elements on location. Core game content and storyline. Core written 2 years ago, I don't care. New quests coming soon to add additional story facets, okay? 500 million and 40 Bitcoin is the worst and easiest ending. Encourages players to find the best ending. Subtle hint at the better outcomes. Hope players won't do speedrun who don't speedrun appreciate the fundamental and moral and ethical message at the ending. Okay.
Люди начинают рыгать, плеваться ядом, 500 миллионов, 40 биткоинов, там 50 биткоинов. Что это?
Это самая хреновая концовка. Что вы хотели? Это самая хреновая и быстрая концовка. Окей?
Допустим.
Хотите по-другому? Идите по-другому. Люди пытаются спидранить, получить быстрее концовку. Это самая фиговая концовка.
This part is interesting. Apparently, Nikita is kind of insinuating that if you pay 500 million or 40 BTC, you're getting bad ending. Okay, I think it's good enough. Any Slavic dudes who understood that completely, guys? What I understood with the English translation is saying, if you have to pay 40 BTC, 50 BTC, or 500 million, you're getting a bad ending. Nikita literally said that. It's not the Tarkov plotline or whatever. Does that mean what Nikita is insinuating or directly saying, that if you have to pay 500 million or 40 BTC or 50 BTC, you're getting a bad ending, right? The translation is correct. I'm getting 300 million, which is a little bit different. Or maybe I'm doing something different too. I'm trying to get the story mission complete first. I want to finish Batia first. Then maybe I don't have to pay 300 million. Correct? He says 500 million or 40 BTC is the bad ending. So 300 million is different, right? I don't know. I got 300 million version. Or some people are guessing Batia might give us like another route. Or Lightkeeper, maxing out Lightkeeper might give us another route. Fixing Olivia trader animation currently. A therapist, I think. Features Molotovs, hideout animations were paused due to the large volume of necessary release work. Not cancelled, just postponed. Plans for 10 plus years of development. Graphical overhauls planned. Planned for the future, not next year. Goal to support officially improved mods, seasonal instances with unique rules and builds. The seasonal character, you guys might be interested in this one. Motivation, alternative to simple wipe, linked to story battle pass like structure. Separate character profile that wipes, unique task and content. Arena I don't care, controversial and hot topics anti-cheat. Oh. Game was completely clean of cheaters for the 6-day post-release. I kind of felt that too because there was like nobody talking about it. Cheaters are starting to sip in. New internal proprietary tools are working and being developed further. Cool, that's good. Collabs? Collabs are planned in the future on specific details. Encourages other game devs and IP to reach out for collaboration. Interesting. Yeah, the Hotline Miami did look like it. It was pretty interesting. And the Cyberpunk, because we have the Pristige image of it already. Magazine reloading animation in Raid. Highly requested for 3 years, complex due to the unique magazines. Might implement, possibly simplified if done inside secure container. Pouch and secure container changes. Re-added the medicine to pouches. Yeah, we know that. Development continues post-release. Balance changes are normal too, okay. Steam Edition. Steam policy requires the promised DLC to be delivered within 12 months, which EFT cannot promise for unheard content. What? Steam Edition will likely be a modified version with DLC selected out, allowing sales. Kill cam. Doesn't want a simple kill cam, yeah, like a drone or whatever he said. Breaks immersion. Considering the authentic alternatives like drones or satellite overhead replay. This is really interesting. According to the information you provided, there were indeed plans to make Nikita's Voiceline available for purchase for later update, and there is a mention of the current status and adjust plans for that. Responses to Nikita's Voiceline purchase plan, when asked about players getting their own voice line, Nikita responded, existence of adjustment of plans. Nikita's voice dialogue content was originally planned due to the available purchase later. How to obtain the future, possibly by purchasing. Promo codes. Telegram channel on the Twitter, background information. The voiceover was mentioned along with other previously promised rewards. Therefore, Nikita's Voiceline will most likely be a purchasable form and will be distributed separately through the limited promotional code.
Тут за твою озвучку спрашивают, будет ли альтернативное получение, потому что кому-то на висека выпадает.
Можно будет ее купить.
Все, ребята, расшикляйте кошельки.
Да. Плюс я буду, скорее всего, периодически подкидывать промокодики, ограниченные, с ограниченным количеством активаций в русскую тележку и к себе в Твиттер.
Вот так вот. Все, друзья, вы знаете, что отполавливать. Ссылочка, я думаю, знаете, тоже найдется. Так, все.
Okay, he does say it, it seems. Interesting. So that's the voice line part. It was like a really small topic, that's why this didn't cover as far as I can see. One of the BSG crew said Nikita's voice line is completely random. You get it completely random from watching drops. It's been always in the free drops. So it's RNG. But Nikita also said he's gonna sell it or do a promotion code. So there's a chance of you getting it by watching streams, or you might have to just buy it. I actually did a little poll, and a lot of people say they don't want to buy it. Yeah, those are the ones I can cover. There's tons of things he mentioned. Oh yeah, the PVE mode development part was really interesting. There's peak 144K players. That's crazy number. And then they have PVE future plans, which is idea to allow PVE players to team up without PvP, so no team killing but team up with random people, I heard. And the possible separate Prestige system due to high demand, and then considering adding more cutscenes and then the single player elements into the location. I thought he said he's not gonna put in Prestige and just do some more DLCs, I thought, but he kinda has like different mentioning here. And also core game content and story. Yeah, the ending part. 500 million or 40 bitcoins are worst or easiest ending. Encourages players to find a better ending, which I'm doing 300 million might be better. I'm still looking for it a little bit. Oh, my route is like this. If you guys are still watching, you guys can watch this at least. My route is Gabe case to proper, got it back from LK, and then opened the case and refused to work with Carmen, and then asked proper, and he wants 300 million, not 500 million. There you go. And plans for 10 plus year development, graphical overhaul. Yeah, those are the important parts. And the anti-cheat part was pretty interesting too. 6 days of free, but after that they started to breach in. And then kill cam and collabs. I don't know about the collabs, but I think the collabs also include the Hotline Miami one, which I will actually show. These are, people are saying it's Hotline Miami. I'm not 100% sure. It does have that vibe for sure. I remember Wolfman gifting it to me and then playing it in the stream. It was super fun, but all copyright strike because the music is too good, I guess. Yeah, so that one is the one. Anyways, there you go, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like these kind of contents, leave a like. And also, if you want to check me out online, so check out Twitch and YouTube and Kickstream. Especially on Twitch, there's still drops going. 14 days of all different drops. I've been doing 24/7 stream. And so that's why my brain is a little bit fried. I barely can speak, guys. My bad on that. Sorry for using the AI. I know some people really don't like people using AI, but it does help compress the time a lot. Do tell me in the comments what you guys think about the whole Russian interview and what he's talking about. Do tell me. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.